I think the tide is turning in Hollywood, at least. I think a lot of the crazy nonsense that we've seen come out of Hollywood over the past 8 years is starting to dry up. And that's because the belt is just getting tighter. Money is drying up. These companies have lost a lot of money. Too much for that DEI, ESG money to really cover. So, you're seeing a lot of shows get canceled. That Acolyte show is done. And rightfully so. It's an awful show. Just like this Phoebe Waller-Bridge Tomb Raider series would be. And I could say that in confidence, considering who's writing it and who's creating it. Phoebe Waller-Bridge is like the main person behind this show. And she just lives to ruin shit, just like she did with Indiana Jones. Just like she did with James Bond, bringing him in to make him more acceptable for a modern audience. So I'm not a fan of her. She's in everything lately, and everything she touches turns to shit. And this show has a writer who's known for the Marvel's WandaVision and Marvel's upcoming Agatha series, which I highly doubt is good. I think it's a safe bet that show is going to be absolute crap. Just a safe bet. Just saying. If it turns out to be a good show, I'll reverse my opinion. But I'm gonna say safely that show's probably gonna be garbage. And you could say that just based on some of the other shit she wrote, like The Marvels. Probably one of the worst movies ever created. So not a lot of confidence there. I think this show also losing a lot of executives' confidence because this latest rumor says that it's in doubt. So this comes from Puck News, P-U-C-K, an outlet started by a former editor of THR who went their own way, which is the best way to go, to be honest, is your own way. And this person is saying in their article or report called The Best and Worst Deals of Peak TV that people within the industry doubt the Phoebe Waller-Bridge Tomb Raider series will see the light of day. Many insiders placing bets on whether it will come to fruition, states the report. No additional information is known. Now, I think it'd be great if this show got canceled. Phoebe Waller-Bridge has said some dumb shit, and her attitude around this show makes me think that it's going to be just complete crap. Outside of the fact that Megan McDonnell is writing it. Writer of the absolute craptacular The Marvels. She's also serving as story editor and consulting producer. You know it's going to be a giant piece of garbage. They just announced this this year, I think, earlier this year. They were like, yeah, we're going to make this Amazon Tomb Raider show. And then you had Phoebe Waller-Bridge saying stuff like this. She had an attitude. She was very deliberate in what she wanted to do. That all changed when they realized they could market her to be a sex symbol, Waller said about Lara Croft back in June. Phoebe Waller-Bridge continued, she's a Tomb Raider, so she's incredibly fit. She has to squeeze through tiny rock crevices all the time. It's a different experience squeezing through a small rock crevice when you have larger boobs than if you have smaller boobs. That's so much in one statement that you know it's going to be a garbage show. Garbage show. Already complaining about the breast size, which is a common thing because they are afraid of them for some reason. Everyone's boobs needs to be small, especially hers, even though she traditionally is, well endowed. But no one is allowed to look like this in anything modern. So they've been changing it. They've been reducing her chest size quite a bit for the past, I don't know, when did that one reboot game come out? It was actually the first one, at least, I enjoyed. It's kind of more like Uncharted. But they reduced her down a little bit in that game. But that game I still generally enjoyed. They're rebooting it again as well. And now she doesn't even, at least in that game, she was pretty and, still was fit and everything. The new one basically looks like she's trans. Literally, you could take her hair and switch it. Somebody actually did. I wish I had the meme, too, where they did it. They took Leon Kennedy's hair from the Resident Evil 4 remake and put that hair on the new Lara Croft model, and she basically just looks like a dude, which it's going to be funny when that game comes out. I guarantee you it fails spectacularly. No one is interested in straddling the line in looks Lara Croft, and no one is going to be interested in the show. The show, if it's made by her, and it is, it's going to be a disaster. You're basically just pissing away money because no one's going to want to watch this. And this brand isn't like it used to be. Just because you're making a Tomb Raider show doesn't mean people are going to automatically tune in because this brand has been in a downward slope for some time. And having Phoebe Waller-Bridge's name attached to it, that ain't going to help very much either. She might be hot in Hollywood circles, but I don't think her name resonates with people outside of those circles. If anything, people are going to remember her from her Indiana Jones movie that she just did, which was a sack of shit, and associate her with that. But yeah, Feminist Raider, no one's going to be interested in that. Yeah, there's the new model right there. Now she's got that weird uniboob thing going on, more masculine face. I'm not interested in this Tomb Raider, and I think you're going to see that game be another financial disaster, just like this show. So maybe Amazon wised up and was like, yeah, we don't want to lose any money here. We're good. We're just quietly going to cancel it, which would be pretty funny. So Feminist Raider on the chopping block, maybe. Keep in mind this is a rumor. But considering that we're hearing how Hollywood is cleaning up, like Marvel's firing a lot of their activist workers, according to Chris Gore, and I kind of believe it, seeing the way that they've been moving lately. We'll see. I do think the DEI, ESG money is kind of running out a little bit in Hollywood, and they're trying to get things back on track in some studios, not really Disney so much, Marvel maybe, but Disney itself, I think, is going to be the last to change. But, we'll see. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.